Welcome to the podcast Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook, where we will discuss the latest and most relevant business strategies to help you do one thing extremely well: sell more homes. We'll discuss everything from business planning to lead generation and conversion to past client customer service and everything in between. Join us for authentic conversations and nuts and bolts takeaways you can implement into your business today. And now, Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It is another great day and another episode of Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook. We do have Kelly. How are you doing today, Kelly?
You know what? Best day of my life, Elizabeth.
Oh my goodness. Even better than when you were in Mexico last week. Really?
Yeah. Okay. That was pretty good too. Maybe I lied a little bit, but no,
it's up there. It's up there. Good.
It's still up there.
Perfect. And we do have a guest today, and he is not in Mexico, but I bet it's a pretty good day for him as well. We got Nick Robertson here. He is the Director of Business Development over at Spire Financial. Nick, how are you doing today?
I am doing good. If I was any better, I'd probably be Kelly Cook, but I'm pretty darn close. So it's been a great day so far.
Good. That's awesome. So we have got Nick over here with us. He's going to talk a little bit about mindset and selling, right? That's two important topics that we talk about a lot because this is titled Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook and with our guests. So selling is a huge part of real estate and really with any business, right? But what kind of backs up the selling? What's kind of the real motivator or the real way that you can be good at that? It's all about mindset. Kelly started off this podcast telling us how great he was today. He does that every podcast, if you've noticed. And why? Because it's a choice. It's a choice. It's all about your mindset, right? That kind of affects your outcomes. So yeah, I'm excited to get into it. Nick is going to talk to us all about that today.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. This is awesome. Nick, if you guys don't know Nick like I do, but very positive person. There's a reason why he's very successful is because he chooses, like you just said, Elizabeth, chooses to start every day attacking it with the mindset aspect, guys. And some of you guys out there right now, like, oh, geez, mindset, like I get it, right? But we're gonna have some nuts and bolts for you, like we always do in our quick hitter. But to really dive into this, Nick. What would you suggest? Because you got a couple things going on. You got some Facebook pages. You're super big on social media, which is awesome. Every time I go and to comment on somebody's stuff, Nick's always there already. Like I can't ever beat him on someone's comment, right? Like it's unbelievable. He's like, I don't know how he does it, but Nick. So maybe some social media strategies could be thrown in here too, right? But what do you do every day or every week that gets you to act like this, man? Because every time I'm around you, you're positive, dude. Like I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm a people person. I love knowing everybody else's story, right? Because we all have a story. And back to mindset, it's all about waking up. I mean, are you going to want to take on the day, or is the day going to take on you, right? Like, I don't know if it's a book or not, but Win the Morning. And at the end of the day, man, it's just wake up and just there's opportunities out there. Let's go find them, right? And it's kind of hard to find opportunities and how you're going to connect the dots if you have a negative mindset. So I'm always just a glass half full kind of guy. And who else can I meet, shake hands with, and bring benefit to them? So,
dude, I love it. In fact, I think that you, like, people talk about this, but you truly believe that if you go talk to somebody, you're going to be able to help them, right? And provide value to them in some way, right? Not that you know everything, right? It's not from an arrogant standpoint, but from a standpoint of just like, I can provide value and I can probably do it better than anyone else.
Right. And, it doesn't come down to just me. It's the connections I've made over the years, good friends like yourself, Kelly, and other, professionals that I truly care of. Hey, man, where can I help? Right. Because I have so many people that, and that's what you're supposed to do is leverage those relationships, not only for your benefit, but for that relationship's benefit. And then the people around you, how can you benefit them? Right. Because at the end of the day, it's all about just getting people into your ecosystem and how can we all benefit each other to keep going up.
So you kind of have a long-term perspective because you understand the importance of relationships, right?
Amen. Yeah.
Yeah. That's weird. So I think a lot of people get into real estate, especially, and they want to make $1 million, like right away, right? Like it's just going to happen. Boom. And unfortunately, that's just not the way it works typically. But you deal with a lot of realtors on a daily basis because obviously that's your target audience. And I know you kind of work off this philosophy of you get by giving, right?
Yep.
So if you attack a certain database, target database, right? Like you are attacking, say, realtors most of your time, most of your day, and realtors are attacking buyers and sellers and investors.
Yep.
What is something that works for you that would obviously translate into the realtors right now listening to this that they could do on daily or weekly basis, monthly basis to try to obtain more clients and get more business?
Yeah, good question. I mean, I'm going to throw something a little out of the box for you.
Love it.
Because all the sales stuff is great, right? We all have our coaches. We all have our mentors in real estate, but why not get out of your comfort zone? And how, just like the newer agent who's trying to break into the business, you always have to rely on your team, right? Because when you go out and have that listing appointment or get that buyer, you say, hey, me and my team, right? Because if I'm a new agent coming on the Kelly Cook Group and you guys just had one of the best years or the best year of your life, well, I can leverage that and say, hey, look at me. My team and I just had our best year last year, did 170 million. We sold over X amount of homes. Like, you're in great hands. So pivoting is, why not do that when you're at the gas station, when you're at the convenience store, when you're at the library? And here's the one question that I would, encourage everyone to implement into their business is, hey, I know this is random and it's totally weird, but I'm doing something a little different in my business. And I'm trying to talk to 2 people a day that I don't know and just ask them if they have any real estate questions at all. I know it's weird, but I'm just forewarning you that that's what I'm trying to do, because I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. So do you have any real estate questions? So you can implement that strategy no matter where you go, right? And next thing you know, if you can just do that 2 times a day, 3 times a day, however many times you're comfortable with, now you don't have to pick up the phone. Because again, in real estate's a contact sport, right? Kelly Cook, not me physically, but the more contacts you make, the more business you're going to do. So if you don't like picking up the phone, well, then go to the Starbucks, go to the bookstore. When you're at the gas station, hey, Mr. Guy pumping the gas across the way from me, crazy gas prices yet, right? Yeah. Also, by the way, hey, I'm trying to implement a new strategy in my business to talk to 2 new people a day about real estate. And I know this is totally weird because this is random for me too, but do you have any questions about real estate, on prices on the market, on interest rates, on, is it still a seller's market, buyer's market? Do you have any questions? No? Okay, great. Have a great day. Right. But
love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I can go one step further, Nick. How about this? So after you do that, then you hit them, what we always call on our team here, the gold brick, right? Whether you're on the phone or face to face. So if they say, no, I don't, you go, okay, well, is there anyone else that that can maybe benefit from any advice maybe I could share with them, or any knowledge I have about, so many years in the business? And they go, no, we don't, hey, I got to go. Right. I'm going to get my Twinkies and go. Right. Then you could be like the gold brick, right? Instead of throwing away that conversation, try to even capture every conversation, those 2 people a day. And you can say something like this: well, when it comes to buying or selling real estate, and I always preface it by saying one last question. All right, one last question, sir. I know you got to grab your Twinkies. When it comes to buying or selling real estate, who do you refer your business to?
Right.
And most people, unless it's a hard, hey, yeah, Jim Smith down the street, whatever. Unless it's that, then it's like, okay, the follow-up is, well, listen, I try to provide a lot of value to my clients. One way I do that is through a market snapshot that I have that keeps track of arguably the home's your biggest asset that you may own if you own a house. By the way, do you own a house? And that could whatever. And I'd love to just send it to you. It only comes out monthly or quarterly and won't spam your inbox. What's your best email address to send it to? And then you just be quiet. And hopefully they 20% of those people minimum will say, yeah, sure. Okay, fine. It's Jim@gmail.com. And then there you go. Boom. That's it. You put in your database, right? It's one more person in your database every single day.
It is. Yep.
I love it. So 2 people a day. Now, if you're on the phone, you can do a lot more, but you're saying just like, this is a great way to do it, just face to face, right?
Face to face. Yeah. I mean, because again, I would say picking up the phone is your fastest path. That's your, quick path to success. However, not everyone wants to pick up the phone, right? Because they may not know the rebuttals to the question or the questions that people are saying, or when people say no, and people can get nasty on the phone. So I get it. The phone's not for everyone.
Yep.
But this is just another way to implement when you can't be on the phone.
And I think that, just coming from my perspective of somebody who never answers their phone, like it's probably, or, I don't recognize the number. Nope. They can leave a message if they need me. I'm not going to answer it, but it's probably a lot more effective to actually get the response when you're standing right in front of them, right? Like you're actually going to get, it might be, hey, get out of here, I'm buying my Twinkies, but you're going to get a response face to face. And it's a lot harder to say no to people face to face too. So kind of protecting yourself from that rejection.
Yeah. But you're also, you're kind of perfecting your craft, right? Because you're getting questions that maybe sometimes when you call, people aren't asking. If you can get that person that you are connecting with at the gas station or at the bookstore to ask the questions that normally, the person that you're calling on wouldn't ask, you're perfecting your craft. And if you don't have the answer, you're like, okay, I need to know that, right? Or, hey, that's a great question, I need to know that, right? I can get that answer for you. So it's a way to fail forward, right? Without picking up the phone. So it's again, you're not going to lose anything by asking that person a question, but you're going to sharpen your craft and be like, okay, I could ask that question better. Oh, I could ask that question better. And then next thing you know, hopefully you've built up enough confidence with all the random questions out and about that, wow, you know what? The phone's going to be really easy now because I know all the rebuttals that can come from it. So now I'm just going to pick up the phone. So, and then it becomes much easier.
Yeah. I mean, I love this. This is almost like, has anyone out there, and guys, be honest with yourself, right? I know a lot of people out there listening to this right now have said this to themselves or have had someone, or you said it to someone else. And that is, yeah, pick up the phone. Yeah, I'm a lot better in person. Yep. Right? Well, okay, cool. Then go find 2 people a day and do it in person. Wait, what? Yeah, at the gas station, whatever. Go find. And so you quickly realize that becomes an excuse, right? And so I love that idea. And what do you think the number one reason, Nick, is that people won't pick up the phone? They won't go meet 2 people a day in person. What's the number one reason? The number one reason. What do you think?
They're afraid of rejection.
Bingo. 100% it is. You nailed it. And so I've seen you in action, right?
Yeah.
That's not really a thing. I mean, I think we're all human to maybe to some degree. There's a little bit of that, right? But that's not a problem for you. So what give me advice you can give to somebody who struggles with that right now?
Yeah. Well, I guess it really comes down to, and Kelly, believe it or not, as one of my mentors and good friends, we were in one of your retreats, let's call it 4 years ago now. And the YouTube channel, the YouTube video that you brought up was, you got to have, in this business, you got to have confidence and knowledge. And if you have the confidence to go up and talk to anyone, well, if you have the knowledge to go up and talk to anyone, you're going to have the confidence, right? And that's going to get you to the finish line. And so, at the end of the day, if you don't feel confident in making those calls, or if you don't feel confident going up and asking these questions to a random stranger, it's because you haven't educated yourself on all the topics. You're not the professional that you should be, nor you want to be, and you know it in your head. That's why you don't have the confidence, right? So I just encourage everyone is, if you're feeling that anxiety, it's because you haven't done your homework. And in order to be the professional that someone wants to do business with you, whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate with you, you got to do your homework.
Dude, okay. I'm going to put that on my wall. I'm going to put that on my wall, dude. I'm going to frame that. Like, that is so good. Like, honestly, I know that, but you just said it in a way, if you're feeling the anxiety, is because you haven't done your own homework to be a specialist in your area of knowledge, your expertise. Right. Like that. Okay, so guys, the podcast is over now. Like, I mean, that's just that is so good. Goosebumps. I got goosebumps. Nick, you gave me goosebumps. That's good, guys. Remember that one. That is so good because, and so if you want to get rid of that fear of rejection or that anxiety or that pit in your stomach, then guess what you got to do? You got to go educate yourself more, because you honestly, I don't care if you're an introvert, you have the ability to do that, and you will be much better and much more confident, like you just said, in doing it if you are educated and have a good idea that you're going to be able to talk about whatever it is they might throw at you, right? Dude, that's awesome.
I think that goes back to kind of what he started with at the beginning too, right? Is that he knows that he can help somebody in some way. Yeah, part of that is connections and the relationships that he's built, but it's also because he knows the answers to the problems they're having. So he has the confidence of, he knows what he's talking about to answer their questions, and also the confidence that he has the answer to help them too. So I think that was just interesting how it kind of ties back to what you said at the beginning as well.
Yeah, like almost full circle.
At the end of the day, guys, if you're doing this for the right reason, it comes from a good place in your heart, you should never be scared to talk to anybody. Because if you're truly trying to figure out how to solve a solution for them, whether you have the answers or not, you're going to find the answers, right? So as long as you know you're coming from a good place in your heart, you're never going to lose.
Love that. Okay. So guys, I hope you got that. I mean, that's gold. It seriously is, guys. All right. Now let's pivot real quick to social media. All right.
Okay.
Cause you're really good at this, right?
Yeah.
Got a couple of things going on, some groups and you're commenting and I think it because you're so frequent on it, like it can't be just happenstance, right? It can't be. There has to be a system or something behind it, time blocking, whatever it is.
Yep.
So Nick, if you could talk to us about that, because obviously realtors can benefit tremendously, right, from social media.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. When are the majority of people working, right? 9 to 5, 8 to 5, whatever it is, right? So when are the most eyeballs on social media? What does everyone do? They're always on their phone, just flipping. Well, what are the most high traffic hours? And, for me, I think my own opinion is around 8 o'clock and 5 o'clock, right? So throughout the day, I'll comment myself if I have an extra 5 or 10 minutes, but truly time blocking to go deep on a lot of my social media. I try and do it right after I wake up. I get my routine going, coffee, do a little workout. And then if I have that 10 or 15 minutes, I will literally just check all my comments and respond to everyone on my posts.
Okay. So Nick, so nuts and bolts here. So you start by going to the red bubble with the notification at the bottom, like I sign Facebook, for example, or Instagram.
Yep, your notifications.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I just go 21 notifications, 35 notifications, whatever it is. I click on that and just literally look at all the comments that so-and-so commented on your post, or someone replied to your comment. And I go back on there. And realtors, if you don't know this, anybody in business, if you don't know this, in order to gain traction on your social media, you have to respond back to people, right? You can't just like it and just go away, right? Everyone starves for the FaceTime, just like we were talking about. Oh, I'm better in face, or I'm better in person. Well, everyone starves for that FaceTime. So how I try and, fill that is by commenting enough to where I don't see all of you every single day. We only have a certain amount of hours in the day. I get to see you during the week. I don't get to see you every month. However, I try and be strategic on my social media so that I'm commenting and liking all my friends and my realtor partners and my referral partners posts, so they still see the FaceTime, right? And be genuine on the comments as well, right? Leave open-ended questions so it keeps creating that dialogue, right? But I want to be, at the end of the day, I want to be the last person to comment on that post. So if they say, Nick, thank you so much. Absolutely. My pleasure, Kelly, right? And Kelly, what is the number one word everyone likes to hear?
Their first name.
Their first name. So guys, not only make sure you comment on it, but use the people's name. Truly engage and truly care, because again, we're all so busy. Realtors, you're busy. But if you are going to be on social media, be strategic about it and care. Find out, people's everyday life, their kids, what they're doing, and just find, something that you can connect with and just go deeper with people. Even though it's social media, but we're all busy, and that creates that FaceTime that we all starve for. So strategically going back is I do it in the morning. I make sure 10, 15 minutes in the morning, and then around 5 o'clock or so, I go 10, 15 minutes there as well.
Okay. And then throughout the day, if you have just, like I said, a few extra moments here and there, you just hop on and do some quick commenting, right?
Correct. Yep. I'll just do my scrolling to see what kind of new posts are fresh, and I'll comment on people's stuff so that, it's top of mind, or it's right there at the top for me, because again, when you engage with so many people, as soon as they post, it goes to the top of your newsfeed, right? So every time someone posts, that's why I'm able to be the first one, because I've engaged with them so much. So every time their new post is at the top of my newsfeed, and then new one. And then I can get to 5 or 10 people's posts, comment and like, and be the first one because I've engaged with them so much.
Okay.
So
is there a platform you would recommend over others?
No, because I'm not actually well versed in all of them. I've always just been on a Facebook. I kind of run our business Instagram, but I'm just not active on Instagram. So, but Facebook has done really well for me. I even have a private group that I only let my realtor partners into. That's where I give them the most value as well. Because again, creating that FaceTime we all starve for, I want to be with all my realtor partners and talk strategies, tips, tricks, strategies, real estate and mortgage news, but I can't meet with everyone all the time, right? So I created a private Facebook group that only my partners get to be part of, because then I can comment in there once, twice, 3 times a day, and it's not overwhelming, right? It's not my personal page to where people are like, oh my gosh, all this guy talks about his business, right?
Right.
So I have that private group where as long as I'm creating enough value and pushing value and content out there, hopefully all my realtor partners appreciate that and they see it from me first before they hear it out in the marketplace. And then they, look to me as that advisor and that go-to partner for any kind of tips, tricks, strategies, and news to help them grow their business.
Okay. Give us the name of that group.
Rise and Grind.
Woo, Rise and Grind. Okay. And that's local here for agents in the Phoenix, Arizona metro area, right?
Phoenix. Yeah. I mean, okay. It's for everyone, but obviously, like you said, my main source of business is my realtor partners.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, if I have a realtor partner somewhere else that wants that value, then yeah, I'll let them in. But it's kind of case by case basis. But yes, mainly the Phoenix area, and just kind of trying to continue to just give, man.
Yeah. Okay. So would you recommend a similar strategy of maybe a private Facebook group, let's say, for an agent with maybe their top clients?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, I highly recommend it for anyone that's running a business, right? And guys, at the end of the day, it's your database, right? It's your data bank, like your referral, your network is your net worth, right? That's cliche to say, but it truly is, right?
Yep.
And so when I say your database, it's also your data bank, which I'm sure a lot of you heard as well. But at the end of the day, it's the relationships you have. And if you're not prospecting your clients that you have already, they're potentially going to find someone else that's a little bit cooler than you, that wants to go have wine more often with you, or go play cards more often with that person than you. Guys, you're eventually going to lose that business if you don't stay top of mind. So you always be prospecting the clients you have.
So you can literally use, because there's people on this podcast right now listening that love them some social media, right?
Right.
And now they're saying to go, hold on here, I can purposely be on there to get my fix and get business.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you've proven that, right? So okay, so with Facebook, so I think the moral story what I'm hearing you say, Nick, is like you don't need to be a jack of all trades on all the platforms, right? You just have to go deep with at least one, and you could be well fed just from that, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
And just real quick here, because what I'm hearing too, because I think that there's a misconception when people say social media. It's like, I have to post something new every day. Like I have to, which I'm sure you do a little bit of that, but it's really more about commenting on other people's stuff or engaging with them, not just, oh, my social media strategy is to continuously put on stories and reels and posts and having all of this different content where nobody's probably going to go to your page and look at it, but it's you actively reaching out to those people and engaging on their posts, not just content dumping, right?
Correct. Yep. Glad you kind of put that in perspective. Yeah, I don't post a ton, right? Most of the stuff I do post is more my personal stuff. I'll sprinkle a little bit of business in there, but people know what I do. So, that's why I created my group, so I could be hyper focused on business. But then my regular Facebook page, it's more about me, my family, my daughter, my wife, different activities I'm doing. And then you sprinkle a little bit of business in there as well, like an update on the market, what's going on. And people see that. But the engagement part of engaging with so many different people, so that when you do post, all those people that you've engaged with actually get to see that, right? So it's a strategy, and you just got to be purposeful if you're going to use social media.
Love it. Love it. Okay. So we covered, so we're gonna wrap up with the question we always ask right here, all our guests, Nick. So you're on the hot seat now.
Let's go.
So we talked about mindset. We talked about, just overall selling face-to-face or maybe virtual type, phones, whatever it may be. Talked about social media and things of that nature. So we always want everyone to walk away with the, one strategy, one thing they can do. And it's not so elaborate that it would take, many months to implement. So if there's one thing that you could recommend for someone out there listening today to go implement into their business in the next day or week or so, what would you say that would be? What would you recommend?
I would say do a 5 by 5 by 4 rule. And that's have 5 conversations from your database, 5 conversations with new people you've never talked to before, and then follow up with 4 conversations.
Love it. And that could be any type of social media or phone or face-to-face, whatever.
Yeah. Just try and do 5 conversations for your database, calling them and talking about real estate, right? Do 5 random people, whether it's calling, social media, or meeting them at the gas station and asking them your random question, and then do 4 follow-ups. But you gotta do that. But you gotta do that every day, and that's what I would implement. Right?
For how long until you think they'll see a difference in their business?
That's a good question. I mean, I would say, I don't know what it's 20 contacts a day, 100 contacts a week, 400 contacts a month, right? And what's the number that if you do that consistently, what is it?
Yeah. Hey, you do that for 3 months.
3 months.
There's no question. You should have 3 deals in escrow.
3 deals in escrow.
Yep.
Right.
And that doesn't necessarily mean 1 a month, right?
Right.
But you will have 3 total in escrow by month 3 if you do that strategy that Nick just told you to do. So guys, you want some income for your pockets because things aren't going maybe as well as you were hoping. Do that right there. What Nick said, 3 months from now, it's almost as sure as a guarantee that you have 3 deals in escrow.
Right. So
no doubt.
There's 2 different strategies right there. If you're just starting out, I would highly recommend 20 contacts a day, 100 contacts a week, 400 contacts a month for 3 months, right? If you're just starting out, no ifs, ands, buts about it, make it happen. But if you got your business rolling and you're just like, man, I'm just burnt out. You don't want to be in this business to continue to get the new lead every single day, right?
That's right. Yep. That's right.
You want to be in this business to build that referral database up. So then you get to have more fun conversations. You get to start to talk to people in your database. Hey, how's life? How can I help you? I know it's not a good time to sell right now, but are you thinking about doing any kind of rehab? I have all different vendors that I can plug you with that make your, decisions easier. If you want to do a cash out refinance, if you do want to do a home equity loan, I can connect you there as well. Right. It's just, so again, two different times in your business. When you're just starting out, make those 20 contacts. But as you start building that up, just make sure you just have 5 strong conversations with your database, 5 new conversations, and then 4 follow-ups a day.
Love it. Love it. And I know a great marketing company that does video content that can help you, called Viral Marketing, that can help you maintain the conversations and the relationships with their database.
There you go. Absolutely.
Well, hey, Elizabeth, you want to take us home here?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think that we kind of went all over the board here with different strategies and things, but multiple really, really good nuggets in here. So thank you so much, Nick, for hopping on, and tell us again where you're at and where somebody can reach you if they have any questions about this stuff.
Yep. Nick Robertson, Spire Financial. We're located in North Scottsdale, right behind the Scottsdale Quarter. You can find me on Facebook. Not really on Instagram, but I've
heard he's active on Facebook. So
yeah, I'm pretty active. And then on our Instagram, Spire Financial Arizona. And then if you are interested in my private Facebook group, all you realtors out there, it's called Rise and Grind. You can text me at 602-621-1858 or email me at nrobertson@spirefinancial.com. Again, it is private, so you got to hit me up. I'll let you in. And if it brings value to you, I'd love the opportunity to work with you. And let's go. I'm here for you.
Love it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Nick. And Kelly, if anybody has any questions for you, as always, where can they reach you?
Yeah, my cell too as well is perfect, right? And text is always great. Some of you guys have done it before in the past, so that's awesome. So 480-227-2028 or info@kellycookhomes.com.
Perfect. And it wouldn't be the show if I didn't leave you with this. If you're looking to start up a real estate team, you want to take all this great information that you're getting from our podcast and pass it on to others to come and work with you. You can go to buildyourrealestateteam.com and get Kelly's blueprint for exactly how to do that.
Thank you. Please take advantage of that, guys. It's free content. I made all the mistakes in the world. You can benefit from it. Take advantage.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
All right. And
before we go, everyone do a selfie.
Oh, geez.
All right. We're in social media. Here we come.
All right.
Yeah. See, hey, follow the actions, not the words, right? Good job, Nick.
Nick's going to make us stars now. Wonderful. We will be back next week with some more information for you. And thanks again, you guys. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
Appreciate you guys. Peace.
See you guys.
Welcome to the podcast Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook, where we will discuss the latest and most relevant business strategies to help you do one thing extremely well: sell more homes. We'll discuss everything from business planning to lead generation and conversion to past client customer service and everything in between. Join us for authentic conversations and nuts and bolts takeaways you can implement into your business today. And now, Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook.